see if this is going live. I hope we are doing good. I hope this is running well. Sending love to you, to Council of Geeks. You are absolutely wonderful. I love you so much. You guys are awesome. How is everybody? It looks like we are officially live. It's good to see everybody, and thank you, Council. It is good to see you, and I love you as well. Yes, how is everybody? Hello, Don, Enforcer, Punk Rock, Zoologist. You are live, you sultry siren. Yes, I my dulcet tones are here to inundate you all. I don't know what the word is. My brain's kind of out of it, but I'm doing all right, everybody. It's nice to see everyone. As I kind of alluded to earlier in the chat, it's been kind of a rougher week. Council and I talked about it a little bit when we recorded our podcast, but yeah, it's as many of you know, I live in Los Angeles and it's hot here. It's hot as hell here. It's like really hot, and I'm someone who does not do well with heat at all. It kind of just depresses me. So that's been emotionally tough. Plus, there's just been a lot of stuff to do and a lot of stuff to deal with in terms of life stuff as well. But I'm doing all right. So I'm doing good at the moment. And oh my gosh, congratulations, Punk Rock Zoologist. It's a pass with a minor I don't know exactly what that means because I don't know what PhD stuff, but congratulations, Punk Rock Zoologist. I'm assuming that's a good thing because you got your PhD, so do I have to call you Dr. Punk Rock Zoologist now? Is that what I have to call of you? And hello, Question of Trek, otherwise known as Continuum Trek. Is it you, Continuum, or is someone else running that account? I think it's you, Continuum. It's good to see you, regardless, either way. I feel like living in California is a choice between living in a desert and being literally on fire. Not inaccurate. Today it's a little less well, you can't really tell, but yesterday it literally was like I was living in hell because the ash from all the fires was sort of like creating an overcast sky, and the sun was shining through, so it created this very like eerie red, orangish light. So it not only exacerbated the heat, but it made you feel hotter, like you were literally living in hell, because of all the ash in the air, which is just great for the air quality. Isn't that wonderful? So that's fun. But yes, congratulations, Punk Rock Zoologist. Everyone send love to Punk Rock Zoologist for getting their PhD. That is freaking amazing. Congratulations to you. That is absolutely freaking awesome. So I am glad to hear some good news. Good news on that level. So yeah, California is not fun, and I'm hoping to leave it soon. We'll talk about that in a couple months, audience, but yeah, that's part of the plan. All right, so as per usual, where did I put it here? We're going to try to finish off this guy. I'm gonna not turn it because I don't remember how the pieces I put away correctly, so I worry if I turn it I'll ruin my entire model work in there. So good news, everyone. Love it, crazy wool lady. That is wonderful. But we are going to try and finish this off, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. In terms of moving to New York, I mean, I'm from New York initially, not New York City. I'm from Buffalo, near the Buffalo, New York area. But I don't want to talk too much about moving stuff yet because I don't have anything nailed down yet. But let's just say there are thoughts in my mind of moving in the relatively near future. But again, I will, if and when that happens, I will talk about that on this channel, probably in a video at some point, if there's any big life changes. Right now, nothing's going to change for the immediate next few months, so Right. Akira. Yes, Akira? Akira? Oh, sorry, I was looking at the other one. Alita Battle Angel. Yes, I did see that. Reading trans POV themes. I guess you really could read a lot of POV themes onto it. I mean, there's a lot of, like, outsiders. Like, whenever you're doing these sort of android robot as the outsider theme sort of thing, you can definitely always read sort of minority group, trans group onto it. I'd have to go back and rewatch Alita because I only watched it once, and my thoughts on it were it was fine. It's fine. I didn't hate it by any means. Anyways, well, I'm gonna quick jump to this camera. Here we are. We got our model here. Okay. So yeah, like as usual, I'm going to keep working on this model, and if there's any questions that anyone wants to ask and wants me to rant about as I build this thing, I am more than happy to do that. So let me just quick move some stuff out of the way here. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Would you ever adopt? You'd be a pretty cool mom. Thank you so much. Yes, I do. I mean, this might be TMI, but why not? I'll share it with everyone on the internet. You're all my close personal friends. So before I transition, because for those of you who may not know, for trans women, if you start hormones, it will generally make you infertile pretty quickly. And then if you get the downstairs operation, that will also make you infertile, completely infertile. Oh, thank you. I love this mouse pad. It's a nice mouse pad, Jay Shelley. But anyway, so it will make you infertile. So I am currently unable to have kids. But before I started transitioning, I was lucky enough to have the capability. My family helped me monetarily with it. So this is something that not every trans person gets to do. So I am very aware that I'm very lucky for this. But I did save some sperm. So there is, somewhere in Minnesota, there is a lab that has some of my sperm saved, in case anyone ever wanted to know that. So theoretically, I still could have biological children. There's an element of me that, like, if I do end up with a partner who has a uterus, it would kind of make me laugh a little bit if, like, we were dating and then got married and had a kid, and then someone was like, are you adopting kids? I'm like, well, this kid's actually both of our children, biological children. It would kind of make me kind of laugh a little bit. All right. Where am I at here? So I'm just looking at all these pieces in here. What are you? I feel like you're an important piece that was supposed to go somewhere. So, yes, my swimmers are on ice, quite literally. But yes, so for anyone joining the stream on that little nugget of information about me, I'm glad you all know that. I mean, it's an interesting part of being trans. It's something you kind of have to think about. The unfortunate thing for a lot of trans people is they don't have the ability to make that choice, because it does cost me. Like, I have to pay $200 a year. I mean, I could pay like $1,000 and it'd be paid off for 10 years, but I pay yearly, so it's like $200 a year. So it is an expense, which sucks that you have to pay it. But that's the medical system. If anyone wants to hear my medical system rant, I can go on about that. But that's a thing. Okay, so got our Enterprise here. We got our NX-01. Let me see. What am I supposed to be doing here? Also, what did everyone think? I did my React video the other day, which, by the way, CBS blocked, which I'm annoyed by. Blocked it on mobile, but I'm disputing it. We'll see how that goes. But I did my React to Discovery Season 3 trailer. What did everyone think about that? I never get to ask the chat questions. What did you all think about... what did you all think of the Discovery Season 3 trailer? I'm really excited to hear what everyone thought. While I look up this stuff, I'll let you guys sort of hear the question. Where was I? Okay, finished all that. I was on this. Okay, there we are. That's what I was doing. Okay, so I did that part. Yes, okay. So now I remember where I'm at. So I actually don't want to connect that yet. I want to start down here. And I want to... My favorite Enterprise, the Enterprise 17... Yes, the 1701E is my favorite as well. I love the new logo too, Lorcan and Eagle. I didn't really talk about it too much in my React video, but I loved that new logo. Very, like, the thing that struck me the most, and I think I talked about this in my trailer react, is I was a bit nervous because as much as I liked I'm one of the defenders of Discovery Season 1. I know I'm one of the few. But one of the things I did really love about Discovery Season 2 is that it made the tone of the show much more positive in Season 2. And yeah, there was some darker stuff in there, but generally it was a much more positive show. And so I was worried when they were going to, like, the Federation's sort of, like, falling down and everything, they were going to slide a little bit back into a little bit more of a darker storytelling. Which, again, I don't think is necessarily in and of itself a bad thing, unlike some people. And again, that's not disparaging people. If you don't like the darker tone, that's totally fine. But I am not as big a fan of it. And so I just loved that the trailer just showed a really, really, like, it looks like it's still going to keep that very exciting, positive tone, even amidst all the bad, like, dark, doom and gloom stuff, which has me very excited to see. Okay, so let me just quick see where I was at here. So I need to find 45, 46, pieces, 14 and 15, actually, is probably the better ones to look for first. Okay. I'm intrigued by so many things, including the women who looked almost exactly like AOC, and then maybe temporal investigation. Ooh, yes. I didn't even notice the temporal investigation type uniform. I'd have to look. I'd love if AOC was doing temporal investigations. That's what she actually is. AOC is actually a time traveler. Come back in time to try and save us all. I wouldn't disbelieve that if someone told me that. Let's see. Let's see here. This is the piece that I need. See, I feel like I get almost more satisfaction out of finding the piece that I need rather than completing this thing. It's like, yes, I did it. Let's see. Oh, shoot, what piece was that? Was that 14 or 15? That was 14. So 14 goes here. Cool. Let's see. Greetings from Oregon. I'm surviving. Haven't been evacuated yet. I'm sorry. At the very least in Los Angeles, I don't have to worry about evacuation at the moment. Hopefully there'll be no more gender reveal parties around here. But I am sorry. I hope you're staying safe, and I hope everything. I hope that you don't have to evacuate, I guess is the best way to put it. So my best wishes to you, Edward Bedor. I hope you're doing all right. Yeah, seasons 1 and season 2s of Trek tend to be rough. I just finished rewatching the third season of Deep Space Nine, and going through Deep Space Nine season 3 is finally where it gets good. And Deep Space Nine seasons 1 and 2 don't hit the lows of, like, Next Generation seasons 1 and 2. Like, the lows of Next Generation seasons 1 and 2 were really low. And Deep Space Nine never really got ever that bad. But I was just struck by, for the first 2 seasons of Deep Space Nine, as much as I love that show, how, like, just fine the first 2 seasons of Deep Space Nine were. Like, it was all just sort of like, wow, this is... I'm glad I was at season 3, because that's where it starts getting much more interesting, because I was watching the first 2 seasons like, is this really my favorite Trek show? Because it's all just okay. It's not bad, but it's just like, yeah, that was an episode. I was okay with it. Quark did a thing. Certainly happened. There are some gems in Deep Space Nine seasons 1 and 2. Don't get me wrong, like Duet is freaking amazing. But generally it was just okay. But then I get to season 3, and then it starts really picking up steam there. And then season 4 is where it starts getting excellent. So. Oh yeah, Code of Honor and Yesterday's Enterprise, those are 2 distinct episodes to watch back to back. Did they show that yesterday? During the Star Trek Day Marathon? I wouldn't think they would show Code of Honor during the Star Trek Day Marathon. That would be a bad choice. I could see them playing Yesterday's Enterprise, though. Dang it, get in there, you stupid piece. Am I doing this right? Yeah, I'm doing. Oh, am I? Whoopsies! I think I did this wrong. I have to fix this up a little bit, but I'll do that in a second. Duet is a fantastic episode. I love Duet. Gender reveal parties for fucking straight people. Yeah. Oh, God. I mean, I almost made a joke of it on Twitter, and I'm sure there's, like, more jokes that have been had than I would have thought of, but it's just sort of like, God, it's just like, Such a dumb thing. Such a dumb thing to do, especially nowadays. And then to like have it spark this fire. I'm like, come on, people. And on top of that, the fact that they did a gender reveal party during the pandemic. It's like, come on. It's just like compounding like all the stupid things. It's like everything dumb that you could possibly do right now. Have a party, do a gender reveal party, do something with pyrotechnics in the middle of the heat wave. Like, literally, they just did everything that you should never do right now. It's just kind of hilarious. Can I tell you about a farting Romulan and her Vulcan husband? Yes, please do. I also do wonder, they're doing a new Hidden Frontier show? I loved Hidden Frontier when I was a kid. That was like my Star Trek show when there was no other Star Trek going on. For those of you who don't know, Hidden Frontier was a fan film series that was like, the acting was really rough, but I loved it because they had some really cool ideas. And they actually represented gay people. They had like, I think they had Ensign Rowe's brother in the show who was a gay Bajoran, which I thought was really cool. I really loved Hidden Frontier. I watched all of it. So are they doing another one? I haven't really been keeping up with the Star Trek fan film community in the past like 5-6 years. But yeah, are they doing that? I should look that up because I would actually be very excited to hear about that. Because yeah, I did really like those. Does California have total fire ban days like we do in Australia? I'm not sure. I actually don't pay attention that much to it because I'm not doing anything with fire, so I'm just sort of like, yeah, I wasn't planning on blowing anything up. I mean, to be honest with you, people do fireworks in LA all the damn time. It's honestly kind of annoying. Like 4th of July, like basically the entirety of June going into July, don't expect to sleep comfortably in Los Angeles because everyone's always going to be shooting off like fireworks. And then 4th of July, just like the entire night is just a wash. There's just going to be fireworks all night and like really loud fireworks. But even now, like literally like yesterday, there were people shooting off fireworks. I'm like, guys, why we should like I don't want to like yuck anybody's yum, you know? Like I understand we all have pent up energy right now. We're all kind of frustrated and tired and all in quarantine, especially here in the United States. So I get it. I'm feeling it. But like there are smarter ways to handle that than shooting off fireworks, you know? I also am like I do have a friend too. I know punk rock you were just talking about. You have friends who are you had talked about how you have friends who are giving birth soon. I have a friend who is also having a kid soon. And I just talked to him about, like, because I do want to be a parent and actually counsel. I know you're a parent. I know you don't talk about your kid often, understandably so. But I also just wonder about, like, as a parent nowadays who wants to be affirming, like, I'm not even entirely sure, as someone who is non-binary, how I would raise a kid in a non-gendered way right now, you know? Because the world is so gendered. So I mean I'm not a parent, and you know I guess I'm just curious how you do that. I mean, everyone's gonna approach it differently, I'm sure. So yeah, I was just talking with my friend about that because they're about to have a kid, and here's the piece I'm looking for. And he's, he wants to be gender affirming. He wants to be like, I don't want to put a gender on this kid yet or anything like that. And so it's just an interesting thought, you know. Where does this go? Where does this go? Huh. I'm actually unsure where this piece goes. Sorry, everybody, 1 second. I'm on this quick. Where are you supposed to fit? That's confusing as all hell. What? Like, I have this piece. I mean, you can kind of see here. I have this piece right here. So I got this guy right here. And it's telling me it has to go here. But there's no real slot for it anywhere, which has me kind of confused. Do I have to take I don't think I have to take that off, do I? Does it fit around that? Huh. Might teach the child what gender is from the beginning without putting any value on it. That's actually a decent way to do it. We can all discover discovery puns together. Despite the idiocy, let's see. As for being gender, it was pretty easy. It was pretty easy with our kid because when her interest emerged, they were pretty agender. She loves animals. Oh, that's sweet. And despite the idiocy of dog things being for boys and cat things being for girls for some nonsense reason, we never let that stop us. Well, that's good. And she's more of a dog kid than a cat kid. Yeah, I always thought that was weird. Why cats are like feminine energy and dogs are boy energy. It's weird. Very strange. Strange gender stuff. Like, my cat is more aggressive than any dog I've ever known. If we're putting, like, you know, typically masculine assigned traits on anybody. Yeah, I don't know where this piece is supposed to go here. It's not making any sense to me. I don't even see if I took off that piece. I don't even see where it would go. Even if I took that piece off. I was engaged to and raised a daughter when someone who figured out trans guyness. Our daughter was the least concerned of anyone. She wanted the Barbie pink. She got the Barbie pink. Oh, that's cool. This is brought up very gendered. She can tell she's desperate to play with the boys' truck. She had pink ballerina. Ah, that sucks. I mean, I had the same thing, but my mom always bought me like ballerina stuff too. That's what made me trans. My mom made me trans. She bought me Barbies, and it made me a girl. I'm sure someone would say that. Yeah, I think I might just give up on this piece because I really don't see where it's supposed to go here. Maybe there? No. Yeah, I really don't see where this... I hate, like, just disregarding a piece because I feel like I shouldn't. But I don't know where it's supposed to go. Oh, sorry. Sorry, punk rock. I'll quick let you... Let's see. Hi, Miss Wicked Wolf. How are you? All the cat stuff is pink in the girl section. The dog stuff is blue in the boy section. Yeah, that is weird. I never really... I guess... I mean, I knew that, like, idea of dogs are boys and all dogs are boys and all cats are girls, which is dumb on its face. But I knew of that sort of idea. I didn't really think about, like, it coming down in, like, the toys and clothing section. But now that I think about it, yeah. Like, you definitely do see, like... that sort of thing. Okay, so I think that's everything besides the piece that I can't figure out where the hell it's supposed to go. I think I just did everything. So I think it's Jay Shelley, in case if you can figure it out, but it's I'm on this one, sorry. So the piece that I was looking at, let's see here. It was telling me to put, let's see if the camera's out of focus here. I'm trying to get it to where it focuses. Come on, buddy. Focus. Focus up. Well, regardless, it's... Where is it? Now I gotta find it. It's this piece right here. These two pieces. These two right here. These two right here. This 46 and 45. I don't know if you can see them. Where my finger's kind of pointing. They're supposed to go there. Right above, like, where the nacelle sort of arc is. But I couldn't find where the hell it fit. So I'm just going to ignore it. Hopefully it's not important. I feel like Scotty here. It's like, it's probably not important. Probably don't need that, right? Okay. So next step here is it wants me to put the nacelles together. But I can... It looks like I can... snap these pieces together now. It's not even that they need filing, punk rock. It's literally there's like not even a spot for them. Like I couldn't even find a spot where they were supposed to fit, which is the weird part. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, well, we're gonna pop these in together. So we're gonna get our who is better Pennywise, Tim Curry or Alexander Skarsgård? They both, I mean, it's hard to compare those things because they were both going for very different tones. I'll be honest, I found Skarsgård scarier because I didn't really find I didn't really find the old show, the old version of it, all that scary. To be honest with you, but they were kind of going for different tones and they had different budgets and things like that. Tim Curry, I think, is just more fun. Like, I had more fun watching Tim Curry's one, but I was definitely more terrified of Skarsgård's portrayal. But again, I think that kind of fits with the tone of both of them. Look at it. Oh my gosh, it's coming together, everybody. What's this voice that I'm doing? It's a very strange one. I'm sorry I'm subjecting you all to it, but not so sorry that I'm going to stop anytime soon. Let's see. That's the only thing. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Get in there. Come on, buddy. Come on. There we go. And oopsie daisy. Oh, one piece fucked up. No, come back. Okay. Shoot. Let's see if I can get it here. 1 second, everybody. You just sounded like a student of mine. I don't know if their student should be insulted or not. Sounds like I could do, hey, come out to play. It's Fred Albert. What is your favorite Stephen King novel / movie? Ooh, very hard question. I will say, so I have not read every Stephen King book, but I did start a project about 2 years ago where I decided that I was going to read The Dark Tower, but if I was going to read the Dark Tower series, I had to read every book associated with The Dark Tower, which honestly I think is a very excellent way to read a lot of Stephen King. It's just a time investment. But if you're like, all right, I'm going to read The Dark Tower, but every also piece associated with it, and there's like reading orders you can read online, so you have to like read the Stand first, then you read the Stand first, then Heart of the Dragon, Eyes of the Dragon, I think it was. Then you can read the first Dark Tower. Then you have to read like Insomnia. You also have to read the town that's full of vampires. Or am I blanking on the name of that book? I like that one. That one's actually probably what it is, but I can't remember what the name of that book is. Why am I blanking on it? It's the town that's full of vampires that they reference in Castle Rock, the show. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be, I mean, not every book, but all the books that had like a significant connection to the Dark Tower. Like a character appears in it, or like a place appears in it, or there's like an active thematic element that appears in it. Salem's Lot. Thank you, opinion no one cares about. I really appreciate that. Okay, yes, Salem's Lot. I would actually say Salem's Lot might be my favorite outside of the Dark Tower series, but I will say the Dark Tower series just in general is actually just a really good read. People say, I mean, you can read Salem's Lot without having read other Stephen King stuff, but I will say you're missing a lot. Like, part of the joy of the Dark Tower series is like all the connections to all the other stuff. You can get through it without having done that, because I didn't, like, I could see there being enjoyment on it, but like a lot of the enjoyment is like seeing like, oh my gosh, this character showed up, or oh, I see the thematic connection to this series and all that jazz. So I would recommend doing it that way. What is this? Is this supposed to snap together? 1 second, I gotta see something real quick here. Weird. Because I managed to snap all this together. I liked The Stand too. The Stand was very good. And I am very excited for the CBS. CBS All Access is doing a miniseries of The Stand, which I am kind of excited for. Especially since they got Whoopi Goldberg, I believe, to do, I forget her name, but the sort of mystical figure there. And it also seems very prescient to today, considering that it's about a pandemic. But I did really like that. The one I was actually actively kind of disappointed in was I read, The Dead Zone. I read The Dead Zone. I was kind of bored by it, to be honest with you. which I thought it would be kind of prescient to today. I mean, maybe I was bored by it because it's like, oh yeah, it's just Trump. To get political here, like the evil guy in that movie is just or in that book I should say, is just how politicians today work, and so I was like, oh, this is less fascinating. I'm just kind of bored. So I don't know if that's my least favorite. I mean, I haven't read any of his like actively bad ones. Insomnia was kind of dull, I will say. But I know he has like really bad ones like Cell and things like that. Like I know Cell was not that great. Dang it, this piece will not slot in. Why are you not going in, buddy? Come on. I believe in you. I'll be there for you. Oh, I see why. Sorry, everybody, 1 second. I'll be back in just a second. I'm just gonna quick. Come on. Get in the hole. It won't get in the hole, everybody. I'm not hating on Cell. I've never read Cell. I've just heard that it's bad. Got a hair dryer. Is my hair really that bad? I just took a shower a little while ago, so apologies if my hair looks weird. Because I haven't, I want to get a haircut. Obviously not during the pandemic, there's no real point, but, oh my gosh. Yeah, get a hairdryer. Oh, I see what you meant, hairdryer. I got you. You were trying, I got what you were saying there, Jay Shelley. But yeah, I never read Cell, so I'm not hating on Cell. I just never read it. Try lube. Yeah, I'll lube it up. I do have some lube in the other room, not for any other reason other than to help me with model building. Did I just ruin the innocence of Jesse Gender? Let's see here. Let's see. There! Aha! Aha! Ha! I did it, everybody! I did it! Woo! Look at me. All right. All right. Looks to be good. So we got our NX-01 here, everybody. Look at that. Look at that sexy little OG Enterprise. Hey, Evelyn, how are you? Do you have any opinions on Buffy? My friend was trying to showing it to me the past year. I've been showing her DS9. That's actually a very good exchange. I actually love Buffy. Buffy, I think, is great. Even the worst seasons of Buffy, I thought were actually pretty solid. Like, everyone hates on the last season of Buffy. I actually kind of enjoy Buffy. The only hesitation I have with Buffy nowadays is just Joss Whedon. I mean, Joss Whedon is not great. I mean, I liked his writing for the longest time. I know it's gotten kind of tropey and tiring now, but I did really like his writing when I was younger. He's just, as a person, Joss Whedon is kind of blah. But that being said, to sort of divorce the creator from the art, I guess, and there were other people that worked on that show, I really like Buffy. I thought Buffy was great. And I even think some of the worst seasons of Buffy are really, really solid. I think the only bad thing is, here's a quick spoiler, so if you just turn your ears off for a hot second if you don't want a major spoiler for later seasons of Buffy, but the one thing that did really hit me hard was the bury your gays moment in it. I mean, I have literally, you can't see them, you can't even see them in my videos. I'm going to do a tour video so you can see some of my stuff, but I have a Willow and Tara. They're kind of very delicate, so I don't want to grab them right now. But I have a Willow and Tara up on the top shelf there. So I do love those characters quite a bit, and so that one just made me kind of sad. But I even like the last season of Buffy. I will say I am not the biggest fan of Angel. It kind of got kind of dull for me. I watched all of it. It got very Oedipus-y. Like the whole stuff with Angel's son, it was very weird and Oedipus-y. I also didn't like how they did Cordelia dirty in that show as well. What I will say about Angel is the last season of Angel, where they brought in Spike and they started running Wolfram Hart. That I liked. I thought the final season of Angel was like, oh, this is where it's finally getting really interesting and good. And then the end of the show on that annoying cliffhanger. which is not the worst cliffhanger in the world, but it did kind of, I was like, ugh, I want to see more. You like Connor Council? I didn't hate Connor in and of himself as a character. He was a bit into that like whiny trope, but I didn't hate him all that much. But my big problem with Connor was just all the Oedipal stuff they had with him. It was like, I want to date Cordelia and kill Angel. And I'm like, you're literally just doing Oedipus, and it's kind of weird and creepy. But yeah. So, okay. So now we got to do the nacelles here. They don't make this entirely clear. Alright. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's the same basic thing, except for 2 pieces if I'm doing the refit version of the Enterprise. Okay. One of the best series finales in television history. I mean, I think my problem with it is this. I don't have a problem with the Angel finale in an... Sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Let me just see if it's anything of import. No, who cares? That's a spam call. My problem with the ending of Angel is that I do not think that the finale in and of itself is all that bad. But the bigger problem I have with it, and I guess it's not really a thing the show could really handle all that well, but is that I dislike that that's where the Buffy series canonically ends. Like, I know there are comics that take place after that fact that were, like, approved and everything, but it's just kind of weird that, like, the end of this, like, 13 series thing is ends on this like big cliffhanger sort of thing, and then I don't get anything else with all this universe that I really, really loved. So that's kind of sad. I mean, it's the same problem, and this is a much worse comparison, but Stargate Atlantis, or Stargate Universe kind of had my same problem, though Stargate Universe wasn't supposed to be like a big finale, but Stargate Universe ends on this huge cliffhanger, and that's the end of like the Stargate Universe, which makes me really sad. It just saddens me that that's where the Stargate universe ends. not just the show Stargate Universe, but the Stargate universe. To jump to other questions that I saw some people had. Gabriel C., I know you're gonna hate me, but yes, my favorite Star Trek, second favorite Star Trek ship is the NX-01. I do really love the NX-01, but it's my second favorite. My first favorite probably is the Enterprise E. My least favorite ship, and this will get me a lot of flack, or at least my least favorite main Star Trek ship, is I really don't like the Enterprise D. I think it looks dumb. I think the Enterprise D looks really, really stupid. Sorry. I hope no one hates me for that, but I think the ending of where my brain. Sorry, I got confused by someone said in the chat there. I think the Enterprise D looks kind of dumb. I know I probably just lost a bunch of my subscribers. I'm sorry. That's the most controversial statement I've ever made. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out this what this piece is here. All right, so I need the 24. What am I looking for here? I guess I'm looking for these pieces? Question mark. Sorry, 1 second, everybody. I know. 106. The Excelsior is really, really, really cool. I know I just got canceled. Everyone hates me. Yeah, I mean, the thing with the D, I actually kind of like the interior of the D. It feels the most homey. Like, it has the carpeting, the wood paneling. Like, makes no sense in a science fiction show, but I do like the interior of it because it feels very homey. Like, that feels, the Enterprise D interior is like a ship I would want to live on, as opposed to all the other ships that had a very nautical feel, which makes sense for the military, but I would not want to live on it, personally. The D is a ship I would actually want to live on in terms of just how homey it feels. But the exterior of the ship, it just has this, like, it just feels, like, lopsided, and I know it's in space, but it just, like, it feels like it's gonna fall over. Like, every time, it's, like, it gives me this anxiety looking at it, and it's just so wide and big. It's just a little bit, like, the saucer of the Enterprise D is just a little bit too big, in my opinion. I wish it was just a tiny bit smaller, which is why I like the E, which is like much sleeker. But you want the dumbest ship design. Look up the Enterprise J. The Enterprise J is the dumbest ship in all of Star Trek. Especially considering it's supposed to be like miles long. It's freaking huge. What the heck? I'm looking for these pieces here. Okay, I think this is what I need here. 43. What am I doing here? Sorry, everybody, I gotta actually pay attention because I'm like trying to find these pieces. 24 and 25 and 26. Okay. That's something I can do really easily. 24. Okay. So I do need... Okay, that's what that piece is. So I do need these. Okay. And then 109 and 108. Okay. Now I'm starting to get that. Now I'm starting to figure out what this is asking me to do. 10... 108. Those are 43s. 46, 45... 40, 49. I don't think I need any of those anymore. Pieces that I'm missing? 'Cause I feel like I'm missing pieces here. No. What? What is happening? Oh, okay, I see. Sorry everybody in the chat. I'm just quick looking at what I'm supposed to be doing here. 108 and 109. Weird. The two pieces that I need are not here. Ah! Here we are. Okay. Aha, I see. Okay. Now I see. Aha, ha, 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 ha. Got it. Okay. 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 Alright, sorry about that, everybody. I had to quick figure out what was going on here. Okay, now I think I figured out how these work. I think. Okay. You've got big fans in the Star Trek shit posting Facebook group. I just want you to know, been posting your vids, get a million racks. Oh, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I've met a couple people from the shit posting group, and they are very sweet. I met one of the members of the shit posting group at LA Comic Con about over a year ago. Oh God, that was over a year ago. Dear God, time. All right, so I think. Are those supposed to be there? Alright, so supposed to insert this here? No. Insert this here. Aha! Ha 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 ha! I'm doing it, everybody! I'm doing it! It's happening! Alright. Oh my gosh! It's happening, everybody. Isn't it crazy? It's happening. Okay, wait. Who here has seen the Dune trailer? I did. I liked the Dune trailer. I'm very excited for the Dune trailer. Where's Ensign Cricket? Poor Ensign Cricket. Ensign Cricket will return. Don't you worry. I was, well, Council of Geeks knows what's going to happen with Ensign Cricket next. But Council will not give up the secrets. Okay. Or at least Council better not give up the secrets. Don't worry. I have an arc plan. I have some thoughts planned for Ensign Cricket. Don't you worry. Okay. So I gotta punch these out. Okay, I see how this works. Okay. All right. I think I got this. I think I'm right at the end of this model, guys. I think I know what I'm about to do. I think I know every last piece of how to finish this. All right. Everything's coming up Millhouse. All right. Not even for a client. Don't kill off Ensign Cricket. Don't worry. Ensign Cricket won't die. At least not yet. I don't have plans to kill Ensign Cricket. I also do have plans. I'm not going to spoil what it is yet, but I do have plans to do another really funny video that's going to be very topical with some politics stuff. Favorite movie? Ooh, that's hard. I don't know if I could name a favorite movie, but I am a big fan. Probably the movie that influenced me the most in terms of like the type of fiction or the type of movies that I want to talk about. Sorry, my brain's kind of like all over the place today. Apologies, that goes all off. But the movie that influenced me the most as a kid, besides like the obvious like Star Trek and stuff, was a little film called Cube. I don't know if anyone's actually seen it, but I loved the movie Cube. It's a small Canadian indie horror film. Stars David Hewlett from Stargate Atlantis and Stargate SG-1, but he's mainly known for Stargate Atlantis. And then it also has Nicole Dubois, who is Ezri Dax, for those of you nerds out there who like this thing called Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Don't know why you would, but, you know, nerd's gonna nerd. Sorry, everybody. Let's see. Where does this go? Sorry, I'm just checking to see how this fits in here. Aha. Let's see. Oh no! Oh no! Don't you dare fall apart on me. Wait. Yep. Okay. Oh no, I think this piece is a little bit broken. That's fine. I can still make it work. Sorry everybody, I will get back to you. I'm just about to finish this. But I did like, the movie Cube is a really great movie. It's a great little horror movie. The reason I say I loved it so much is it's far from a perfect film. But what it does have is it's a very like, it made me love like very limited location movies. Like it's all takes place in one or two places. So I actually haven't seen the new Lower Decks trailer, just because the problem I have with the Lower Decks trailers in specific is that it is because Lower Decks is so humor based. Lower Decks is such a humor-based show, and so all the trailers really do is give you a bunch of the jokes. And so when I encounter the jokes in the actual show, they're just less funny because I've already seen them. So when it comes to like comedy stuff like that, I actually tend to avoid the trailers all that much, just because I don't really want the jokes ruined for me. When it's something like Discovery, where there's like funny stuff, but it's not going to really ruin like the enjoyment of the plot or story all that much, other than just give me the basics of it, I watch those much more quickly. Sorry, why is this not fitting in this stupid piece? Maybe I'm putting these... Oh, you know what it might be? Might be I'm putting it on the wrong side. Let me see if this one fits better. Yep, that did it. Okay, I was trying to square peg round hole a thing. Or was I? Guys, this isn't fitting. I'm so close, and it's not working. Would you do a collaboration with Lower Loaded, Captain Foley, Commander Cocking's Birds of Prey, and Anti-Trekker? Would I do one? Like, if they came to me? Possibly. I mean, I already do stuff with Lower Reloaded. He and I have a podcast we actually do together. If you want, look up Star Trek Behind the Reactor. I haven't promoted that much because I'm waiting until we get a few more episodes under our belt and we get it in a regular cadence. But I do that, and then I also do Star Trek Behind the Lines, which is that RPG I do on the weekend with him. So like I do stuff with Lower Reloaded a bunch. As for the rest, I have nothing against any of them, at least as far as I've seen. So I'm not against doing something with them. Just on its face, I'd have to see what the project was and what they wanted to do and what they wanted to talk about, but I'd certainly be down. All right. Are they usually too big for this model? Because, yeah, this is just being... It's not that they aren't too big. It's that it's just like slightly off in terms of size. And they also got these things sticking out of it, which I don't think they're supposed to be there. Yeah, I'm just going to take those off because I don't think they're supposed to be there. Yeah, they just came right off, so they weren't. But this part of it, sorry everybody, you're not even seeing on the camera what I'm doing. You're just kind of probably getting annoyed that I'm like not fitting it into the dang hole correctly. So sorry that I'm being the most like the least interesting live stream of all time. Let's see. Yeah, I want to do some paint. Maybe I should do some model painting. That would be kind of fun and relaxing next time. Buy some models to paint. I actually would like that a lot, even though I'm not very good at painting. Oh my gosh, fit in the hole. I think it'd be. No, that's a joke that's a dirty joke that I wasn't gonna say. Make it fit in the hole. Yeah, see, Council of Geeks. You're gonna get it. Oh my gosh, why is this not working? I'm getting very frustrated. Let's see here. Oh, haha, haha! I did it! I did it! It happened! I got it in the hole. There we go. Look at that. Look at that, everybody. Ha 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 ha. Alright, so that's one piece. And then, oh no, there's the other piece. I'm like, where did the other piece that I go? Alright, so then this one should, theoretically, go right in. Nope. Night Forager, I built the original release of this kit. It's probably one of the most difficult trick kits. Well, good. I'm glad I picked the hardest kit to start with when I'm not good at models. Is this piece supposed to be there? There's like this thing that juts out. Maybe I'm supposed to go like that. That might make it easier. Oh, maybe that did it. Ah, ha ha ha. Nope. It feels like it's not. I'm like bending this to try and fit. Yeah, this is not how that's supposed to fit. I feel like that's not how that's supposed to go. Huh. Interesting. Very, very interesting. 1 second. Yes, E.T. or Poltergeist? I'd probably go with E.T. I haven't seen Poltergeist in a long time, though, to be fair. I used to. I watched Poltergeist way more as a kid. Way more. I watched it when I was a kid. Yeah, I might have to apply some heat on it. Because, yeah, with a hairdresser, Olam Drab? Apologies if I'm saying your name incorrectly. I might have to do that. 'Cause, yeah, this is just not wanting to go in the hole. Yeah, because I got it in. But it's like, it's bent. I don't know if you can see there, but it's like bending in a U shape there. You can kind of see it right there. I haven't seen your Angry Landlord video. Yeah, that doesn't fit. And maybe, oh, you know what it might be? Let me try one last thing here. One last thing that might be the reason why it doesn't fit is that might be the wrong side, actually. I would have thought they would have done it so you could connect them like that, but it might also be that they're actually the same piece. So let me see if that fixes it up any at all. Second. Bring the heat so you can fit in the hole. Dang it, you're having too much fun with the sexy jokes there, aren't you? Have not. Let's see. I had a die-cast 1701 that turned. Ooh. That sounds like it would be a fun little toy. Please do. You know, Council, if using that out of context is the worst thing that people grab from me saying get in the hole, then that's the best thing. I did learn the other day, I'm not going to say who because I don't want to draw attention to it all that much, but I did learn the other day there are people doing react videos to my content, being like, Jesse Gender doesn't understand politics and So I feel like I've hit a certain level now. It was actually kind of enjoyable to watch because I'm like, they're like completely missing the points, which is maybe a bad thing on my end. But I feel like I've hit that level of like, oh yeah, I'm getting people reacting to my videos and like calling me out. It's like, oh, I've made it, everybody. I've made it. Oh, no, I'm not too worried about it. I kind of figured, I was kind of prepared for it, and I've faced much worse than... Let me put it this way, everybody. I used to work at a company called Pride Media, which runs the magazines The Advocate and Pride.com, a few other ones like that. So it's a big LGBTQ magazine. I really liked working there. There's a couple problems I had with the company as a whole, but in terms of like the editorial stuff that I got to do, the stuff that I got to work on and things like that, I enjoyed the work. Not necessarily the company, but the work and the people were great. Anyways, the point that I was actually making. So that's where I first started doing videos and appearing in things. Some of you may even remember me from those days. I know I have a few fans here that remember me from way back in the day, back at Pride Media. And because that was an LGBTQ company, and I was in videos, let's just say I got some pretty horrific stuff sent my way. Like, pretty horrific stuff. Which is, like, whatever. It's horrible, and I reported the stuff that needed to be reported. But I didn't really care. And, like, no one's ever going to make me feel bad for being trans or whatever. Like, I feel so confident in my own trans identity, you're not really going to make me feel bad about it. But... once you hit that sort of stuff, like, I'm really not going to be bothered by the React sort of things. In fact, I find it kind of mildly amusing to watch, to be honest. And there's almost nothing. There's almost nothing that someone in the Trek community is gonna do that's gonna be worse than some of the stuff I've already gotten for being trans. Like, I love you Trekkies. You may like, and I fit myself into this too. We're nerds here. Like, there's only so badass we could ever get. So there really is nothing that these people can say or do that's gonna really get at me. Like, you're not gonna make me feel bad for my opinions on a Star Trek show. Like, I love Star Trek. It's a great show. I invest a lot of my identity into it. I also know it's just a TV show. We're going to get through it together, so you're not going to make me feel bad. So I just think, just in case anyone was worried, I just found it kind of amusing that I've hit that level where people are starting to go after me. And yeah, and Seal, I understand, like, developing a thick skin. I have a thick skin, and I've developed it, but I also don't think that people should. You shouldn't have to develop a thick skin. Like... I hate that sort of thing. It's like, well, you just need to toughen up. It's like, no, maybe we should change the world so that we don't have to tell our kids and tell people around us and tell minorities and things that they should just toughen up and have a thicker skin, you know? I think it's a beautiful thing that you don't have a thick skin, that sort of stuff, like, that, I mean, as beneficial as it is to me to be able to be like, whatever, I can shake it off. And that is beneficial to me. But I wish I didn't have to. You know, I wish people saying really horrific things about trans stuff. Like, I wish that I didn't, like, have that thick skin, you know? And, you know, it's whatever. I'm not, like, depressed or sad about it. But it's like, we shouldn't have to. So, Seal, I understand you feeling bad, and like, if you are dealing with stuff, I'm sorry if that affects you, and I hope you can get through it, and I know I'm sending you love. But also, the fact that you are still hurt, the fact that you are like sensitive is not a bad thing. Like, don't ever feel that it's a bad thing. So, jerks are gonna jerk. Anyways, that's enough talking about them. I don't want to give them too much attention. I've already talked about them enough, to be honest with you. Let's see. All right, this is frustrating me, everybody, because I'm literally at the end. Because all I need to do. So let me line out what I need to do here, because I feel like I have everything right here. So this is where I'm at. Clean up all these tiny pieces here. Sorry, I'm just going to do a little bit of cleaning, and then I'm going to show you where I'm at, because I'm right at the end here. Alright. Just need these guys right here. Okay. Okay. So, this is where I'm at. I've got to make the nacelles. Alright? I'm just going to put this down here. So, what I got to do here is I've got to connect these pieces together and then just stick the nacelles onto this guy. So I have the nacelles here. That's all that's left. And then also like the stickers and stuff, we can do that at a different time. This is the last of the model parts. Oh, and I also need these. I'm sorry. There's one last thing here. Actually, what piece was it? It's 110, 110. Yes. Okay. So that's these two. Okay. Just grab these pieces right here. Do you have any desire to get a replica Enterprise chair, Trek 2009 version? Yes, I would. It would have to not cost me an arm and a leg, but hell yes, I would love that, a chair like that. But it would, yeah, I would have to. Has it already been an hour? Dang. All right. Jeez. Yeah, it has been an hour. All right. Let me try and finish this. I'm gonna try and finish this. Yeah, that hour went by really fast, everybody. Jeez, I can't even remember. I'm gonna try and wrap this up. I might have to do one more. I probably won't. If I don't finish this today, I will do it on the next live stream. I probably won't label the live stream NX-01 build, but I will finish this up here. I'm gonna do it a couple more minutes, and then we'll see how this goes. But this is literally all I have to do right here, and it's kind of frustrating me. I'll try for another 10 minutes here. If not, then I'll just get the tools that I need, like a hairdryer or something, for next time. We'll finish it up on the next stream, and we'll celebrate together. Oh, Jesse, I just thought of this, but some people also use... Ooh, okay, that's much better. Because, yeah, I worry, especially with all the heat stuff and the power outages and stuff that I've had to go through recently. Yeah, time flies when you're trying to get it in the hole. It's in the hole! It's in the hole! That's a Caddyshack reference. Oof. It's a movie I also haven't seen in a while. Alright, okay. So, let's see. This piece seemed to fit pretty easily. Yeah, that one just went right in. See, that one took like 2 seconds. Took all of 2 seconds for that to happen. So I've got those. Okay? Now, it's this. I have to get in the dang... Get in the... It feels like it's just... The problem is it just feels like it's the wrong length. Like, it's not even like a heat thing, because I can force it in there. Because I've been able to force it in there and get it, but then it just, like, bows out. Unless... Oh, am I dumb? Guys, I might be really dumb. I might have just figured this out and have been doing this completely wrong. Oh my gosh. Wait. Don't do this to... No. Not on a live stream. Okay, maybe I'm not dumb. Okay. Whew! I got scared there for a second. Actually... Yep, that did it. Alright. So, I guess I am dumb. I was putting it in backwards, everybody. So that did it. I just fixed it. It works now. Yep. There we go. That's it. I feel like a dummy. Not like this. So yeah. That was about good 20 minutes of me doing it wrong. So I'm glad you all enjoyed that. And yes, I counsel you all the heroin. Steve would be... No. Actually, yes. I think someone just said Steve Shives would be the heroin. You're like the cocaine, and I guess I'm the weed, the mellow weed. Council, I guess you're the cocaine to my weed. Guess who would be the shrooms? All right, and then get in the hole. What's that? There we go. Using my teeth as a multi-tool. It's always the smart way to go about it. Yep. Took me once I realized it, I was doing it wrong. Took me all of 2 seconds. Isn't that great, everybody? Isn't that wonderful? And then it asked me to do this. This last piece here. Come on. Come on there, buddy. Who's a good piece? You're a good piece. Yes, you are. Sorry, I think Ketwalski's the speed. Ketwalski would be the speed. Also, if you guys haven't, go send some support Ketwalski's way. I know he and I talk a little bit on Twitter privately and stuff, and from what I can tell, the stuff that's going on right now hasn't really bothered him publicly. But I also know, like, he's been getting a lot of flack from certain groups just because of his latest video. So if you can, just send Ketwalski some love. I think he would appreciate it. Even if he doesn't need it, he could definitely he could use the love. He's a very wonderful human. Like, from all my interactions with him, he is just a very lovely person. So send love his way. He deserves it. Okay, I think. Oh shoot! All right, how is this piece supposed to go in here? Does it go in after the fact? I guess it goes in after the fact. Okay. All right, everybody. I think we're about to finish this up. Ketwalski is the investigative journalist of TrekTube. I've told them that. He is like the top investigative journalist of TrekTube. He does a really good job. So if for those of you who don't know, if you want, like, it's why I don't do all that much news content on my channel, like Trek news channel, like Chasing That Bear, because anything that I say Ketwalski just does better. So it's like, why would I just be repetitious of him and encroach on his territory when he does the work so well? So yeah, if you want the best news channel on Citadel, I would recommend Ketwalski. And he just did a video on, like, some of the stuff with the Phantom Menace that I would highly recommend. All right. Okay. All right. Those pieces. Okay. And let's finish this piece off here. Yeah, look at you getting. Look at those holes. I'm getting in all the holes, everybody. Council, are you proud of me? Are you still in the chat there, Council Geeks? I could use you telling me that you're proud of me, that I got everything in the holes. Everything's in the holes. Look at it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, it's so pretty, everybody. I think I'm gonna cry. It means so much to me. I didn't even. Wow, I'm actually got myself to tear up. Wow, that was actually pretty impressive acting there for a second. I actually made myself actually tear up a little bit. I should win an Oscar for this performance. Okay. Okay. All right. And here we go, everybody. It's time for the official moment. Hopefully. We'll see if it actually comes together. Sorry, I gotta. This piece is being a bit. Move that there. I'm taking out a few pieces because I don't think they're necessary for what I'm about to do. Okay. Okay. And, oh, actually, one last thing here. Gotta stick the little bauble in here. Get in there, buddy. Come on. You're right. There's so many tiny pieces here. I'm so close, everybody. just gonna get this in here and then snap it all together. And then I gotta go make dinner. Come on. Now, you know what I guess I was supposed to do it this way. Okay. Yeah, that works much better. That's a little bit easier. Or, well, theoretically it's a little bit easier. There we go. Aha! Boom, baby! Okay. And one more time. Will I be painting it? I might do the stickers next time. We'll see how that plays out. Let me just get this. Oh, this one snapped together too well. There we go. Okay. Get this little piece in here. Come on. There we are. Come on. I believe in you. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Yeah, I like the NX-01 refit. It's pretty, but I like the NX-01. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and there it goes. Look at that sexy, sexy nacelle, everybody. Ugh. I want to go to warp 10 just looking at it, if you know what I mean. All right, here we go, everybody. Time to stick the nacelles on. And there we are. Nope, didn't want to stay in there. Here we go. Well, that's the end of the stream there, everybody. I'm gonna need glue. Because that's not staying in. Oh, that seems like the appropriate way for this stream to end. Just it snapping apart. Alright. I'm going to end there. I think that's probably the best. That's just the best way that could end right there. Oh my god. That's kind of hilarious. Maybe I can stick this one on. Maybe it'll do the same thing. I think I might need some glue to actually make it stick, because it didn't seem like it wanted to stay. Unless this one wants to play nice. Oh, this one does want to play. No, maybe not. Yeah, it's a little bit loose, and I don't think there's any way I could make it stick together. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need a little bit of glue. So it looks like, looks like I'm gonna need a little bit of glue here. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to end it right here. We are basically at the end. I will finish it up next time officially, and we will celebrate. And we will have many good, jolly cheers together. And I will glue it together and everything. So we'll wrap it up here, just because I could go on for a little while longer, but I do need to get dinner made and everything. So. Oh, shameless self-promotions. New verdict assembly out today, tomorrow, depending on time zones. We talked about fatherhood and DS9, and get the tissues ready because this one got emotional. Well, I will. Let me help promote you, not just because you gave me the $10, the super chat, which I appreciate. Thank you so much, Punk Rock Zoologist. But for those of you who don't know, Punk Rock Zoologist is part of a group of a couple podcasters who I really love, and I met not met because we haven't actually met or even talked officially, but I listened to them over on The Edge, which is the Star Trek Discovery podcast for Trek FM, but they left that podcast and have now forming their own Deep Space Nine focused one called the New Verdict Assembly. So you should very much go and check them out because they are absolutely wonderful. Punk Rock, if you want to give more information on where you can find that podcast in the chat, I'll stay on for just a few seconds longer. But Punk Rock, leave a link. Or actually, I don't know if you can leave. Let me make you, because I trust you. I'm gonna make Punk Rock. I'm gonna make you a moderator. Now you can post a link, and you are welcome to post a link to your podcast in there. And everyone go and check it out, or a link to where they can find the podcast once it goes up. And otherwise, You are all lovely folks. I wish you all the best. Let me quick jump over to the main screen here so I can actually look you all in the eye. You are all lovely people. Thank you all so much for joining. I absolutely adore I adore all of you, and thank you much for joining me. It was a lot of fun. We kind of got there. We got close. We're almost there. It's the first Warp 5 ship that can't go to warp. Check out Punk Rock Zoologist podcast. You are all lovely. And I will see you all tomorrow with my review of Star Trek Lower Decks. And live long and prosper, everybody.